America is addicted to oil.
Each and every year, we become more, not less, addicted to oil. 19th century fossil fuel that is dirty, dwindling, and dangerously expensive.
Dirty Oil is about the oil sands in Canada and the environmental issues that are taking place up there. The United States is the #1 consumer of oil in the world, really, and as far as Canadian oil, that is. So it's the ramifications that are happening on both sides of the border, basically from a very micro level to a macro level.
Tar sands are the fastest growing source of greenhouse gas emissions in Canada, and global warming pollution is expected to quadruple by 2015.
I was actually invited by a woman named Sabora Berman from Forest Ethics a few years ago to go up to Alberta and take a look at and fly over the tar sands and have a look at what's going on there. And I was really overwhelmed by it. I hadn't been aware of the amount of oil that was coming out of Canada. I hadn't been aware of the impact that these refineries were having on the environment and on the First Nations there. And I was really overwhelmed by it.
The area is basically the size of England as far as the oil sands leases and the area that they can ultimately develop. So a small portion of it is actually open pit mining, but the majority will become SAGD or steam-assisted gravity. And this is, right now, the U.S. is importing over 1 million barrels a day into the U.S.
The extraction of tar sands in Canada releases a very, very large amount of greenhouse gas and global warming pollution. And that has an impact on all of us here in Chicago, in Los Angeles, in Shanghai, and Fiji. It is a global pollutant.
It's unfortunate that it takes having to do something like this and takes a lot of people up in arms about it for action to take place, but I think it's great. I think it's fantastic that Leslie's done this. I was really, really happy when she came to me and asked me to do it.
The co-op right now is actually undertaking a pretty great deal with the toxicfuels.org, a big campaign that's going to be fighting this whole issue and trying to get people to become greener, to be more aware of the issues. And when you go to toxicfuels.com, you can see a lot of what you can do to get involved and whatnot, but I'd say just get educated, about this whole issue, and that's what this film's about to do, is try to educate a lot of people.
I think it is incumbent upon us, those of us both sides of the aisle, to stand today and to say, this will not stand.
I think for the first time, people realize that there is a pollution delivery system underway.